Okay, everybody, good evening again. From now on, I will be your Python programming language teacher. There are some rules in our course. You know, all of the students have to attend every lesson, because if you miss one lesson, you cannot understand another one. So it's really important. The next, just do all the homework. I will give you homework after each lesson. So if you do the homeworks, you can just deeply understand what's happening. You know? And our course is based on not only theory, based on exercises and practice. I will explain you. You will do this on the computer. So it will be exciting, I think. Okay. Python. This is a programming language. Now it's so powerful. It's just the world's fastest growing programming language. Why should we learn Python? We have another language, C++, C, JavaScript, Java. There are some reasons now. What's Python? Python is popular programming language. It was created by Guido van Rossum and released in 1991. It is not important information, I think. It is used for web development, software development, mathematics, and scripting. Okay, if you know Python, you can create web applications or PC applications, mobile phone as well. It is so powerful. Next. What can Python do? Python can be used on a server to create web applications. Okay, we understand that. Web applications. Python can be used as organized software to create workflows. We can create softwares. Python can connect to that database system. It can also read and modify files. We can connect to databases. What's database? In the database, we have many informations. So, if we know Python, we can connect to database and modify some information. For example, in the database, there is my name, Satoru Samariti, surname and name. So, we can call this name by using Python, and we can modify. For example, Satoru is not correct. We have to change it. So we can change it. Exactly. Python can be used to handle big data.
These have no charts.
Mathematics. The Python is used for mathematics also. You can do mathematical operations. And if you know some formulas, you can also solve very complex tasks.
In math?
Yeah, in math.
Any kind of problem in math?
Yeah. Python can be used for rapid prototyping or for production ready software development. Okay. Python is used not only by software engineers. You know that software engineers develop softwares for PCs, any kind of programs. Maybe it's game or maybe it's other type of program. But other specialists also use Python programming language. For example, mathematics, data analysis, network engineers plus kids. Kids also can use this programming language because it's really simple. You know, it is easy to write the code. You will understand. Another, why Python? Python works on different platforms. Okay, we have one program and we wrote its code, and we can execute this code on Windows, Mac, Linux. For example, we build the code on Windows, So we can use this on Mac, Linux, and another type of operation systems. You know what's operation system? Windows is also operation system. Python has a simple syntax similar to the English language. In the Python we have some commands. You will just try to type some commands. And it's just similar to English language. You will see this. Python has syntax that allows developers to write programs with a few lines. In C++, if you write some codes, it will take a long time and you should write really long code, you know. But in the Python, it's less and you will not lose your time. Python runs on an integrated system, meaning that code can be executed as soon as it's written. We will write code, and after you write it, we can execute it. It is really simple. We don't need any program. This means that prototyping can be very quick. Python can be treated in a procedural way, an object-oriented way, or a functional way. It is not important. The first reason why we use Python, why we learn Python. Solve complex problems in less time with a fewer lines of code. We write codes like this. In the Python, for example, it's in C++. But in the Python, it takes like this, your code. Can you see the difference?
Yeah, easy.
And many popular companies, information technology companies, also use Python programming language. For example, Google, Dropbox, and Facebook. I don't know the name. Okay, one example. We have such kind of phrase, hello world. You know this, hello world. And now we would like to extract first three letters, hell, H-E-L. We would like to extract it from hello world. Now in C#, it looks like this. Str, this command just extracts. No, 0 plus 3 in the JavaScript, str substitute 0, 3, but in the Python, str 03. You see the comments, it is short, really short. Reason 2, Python is multi-purpose language. If you know Python, you can do many jobs. You can just use it in many kind of jobs. For example, in data analysis, artificial intelligence and machine learning, automation, web apps, mobile apps, desktop apps, testing, and hacking even. You can do hacking, creating Wi-Fi wireless network and other. Why data analyzers use the Python programming language? Because the Python has many libraries. What's library? In the library, we have special codes. They are ready to use, you know. They take these codes and they just use it in their program. This is library. So Python has many libraries. Therefore, many kind of jobs are related to Python. You can use Python in many jobs. Salary. Now, according to Indeed.com, March 2018, the average salary of Python is $115. It's $115. Yeah, you see, it's really well-paid job and also well-paid programming language.
Is it monthly? Is it monthly?
Yeah, it's monthly. No, average.
Yeah, this one
Yearly salary. Okay, another reasons. The Python programming language is high-level programming language. What does it mean? You don't have to worry about memory. You know, every code takes memory from the computer. But in the Python, we don't have to worry about this. In C++, you don't know this, but you will understand during our lessons about this. Cross-platform. You build your program on Windows, so you can use it on the Mac, on the Linux, and others. Huge community. If you don't understand some codes, you can ask it from others. It has many communities, forums, and other sites, so you can ask from other developers. Large ecosystem. No, it means it has just simple syntax and simple syntax, and it takes less time and fewer codes. Versions. Python now has two versions, Python 2 and Python 3. Python 2 is legacy version, and it is going to be supported until 2020. After this year, this version will be closed. Now we can use Python 3. It has the future, and many features are being added to this version, Python 3.
After 2020?
After the 20, no! We can now use the Python 3, but also we can use Python 2, but Python 2 now has not many features, you know? This has additional features.
Python 3 is the latest version.
Yeah, Python 3 is the latest version. And Python programming language has future, you know?
After Python 2 is closed, the programs which was built by using Python 2 will also close.
Yeah, will also be executed in Python 3.
No problem. Program.
Okay. And now, we want to write our codes, you know. We can write it on the black note or on the CMP. CMP, you know, black screen. We can write our code there. But in the black note, we cannot check our errors, mistakes. We will have mistakes, you know. So we should use integrated development environment. It allows you to check our errors, how many errors we have and where, and it also helps debugging the codes and other things. So, as an editor, we can take black notes and other notepads and other editors. But IDE, we can use PyCharm. PyCharm is also IDE. Now we will install it on the computers. What IDE? After compilation, debugging, testing, we can test our codes.
After completion of codes,
After compilations, it will just it will check your codes, even it has some mistakes, and it will automatically just execute your code. You know. Editor, MS Code, Atom, Sublime, Text Editor, and others. IDE, PyCharm.
so we
We can use
PyCharm.
MS Code, Atom, but it is really simple, you know. They cannot check our errors. You know? So that we have to use IDE.
I think so. Atom can. Atom is also.
Yeah, we can check errors, but we have to download them. You know, download some features, install them. It takes many time. But in the PyCharm, everything is installed. So
Atom is same like PyCharm, but less configurations than PyCharm, but it's similar to PyCharm.
Which one is the most reliable, and which one can provide much more quality to your product?
of course, IDE PyCharm.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have computer. It has in the computer there is schemes, micro schemes, processor, you know, and in order to just if it doesn't have any program, it is just box, you know. We have to tell the computer what to do. You should do, for example, you should open my program. We should give instruction to the computer. So we write instruction. If we told to the computer in English language, for example, open my program, it cannot understand, you know. So we write codes, such kind of code instructions to the computer, and it will the compiler will take our code and it will compile our code to the machine code. It will translate this code into machine code. Computer can understand only 0, 1, 0, no.
You know that.
You know?
Yes.
0, 1. It also understand this code.
Yes. You know that.
So we translated it into this binary code, and now processor can understand it. It can do instructions. The installation and setup process also one important part of our lessons. If you know this, you can later can install it on your own PC or own computer, and you can understand how your code is working by installing this application. You know. Okay, let's do this together. Now, everyone, look at your PCs on the screen. Many PCs and Macs will have Python already installed, but now it is not installed on your computer. We don't have it. To check if you have Python, install it in Windows CC, search in the start bar for Python or run the following command line. Okay, do you know how to open command line?
Yes.
Just click flag button and R. Flag button and R.
Windows 1.
If you write something inside all these brackets, it will print your writings on the screen. Now let's see. Our program. Just type this command on your PyCharm. Don't press enter. You see run. Yeah, just type, just click, and you will see run command, run. Yellow. Next, just try to type your name.
First exercise. Error is
Print hello world. It's